Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. They're defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Rodgers not pleased with the setup. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Hey, pick your game up. Switch. Check.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Check the team. You draw Porker. Alert 3. Check. Lucky.
They'll try to run with Breida. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Check. What twist?
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Check 3. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jones. There he goes again. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 4. Hatch it.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, 88. 80 weapon. Out. Under 10. Watch twist. Jump out, General West. Hey, 88.
Snap comes at 1. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, wahoo! 56, check 56. Let him know. Mike's 56. Yeah. 56 to Mike. 50 to 50. You got nothing to that.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 10 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Second and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 8 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up second and 7 at the 25-yard line.
56, Mike, 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, orbit. 57 to Mike. 57.
And again, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Get 300! Get 300!
They'll run on first down. Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Richard Sherman on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7. The 49ers 37-yard line.
Check 52! He's checking! He's checking! He's checking! Crash! Crash! Box it! Box it! Box it! Box it! Run right!
They'll go again to Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Switch it. Wide, get wide. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's coming. We got double.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
61, match box, light. Don't be mad. You know coming. Hey, take 26. Hey, exit.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chop. 630.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, and he's got the connection to the tight end Graham. Touchdown Packers. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here we go.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
21.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
319. Check. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Over. SOS.
On 1st down, Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
26. 258.
It's a pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7
Switch gears.
at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And as a result, they could have had the lead with a field goal. Instead, they turned the ball over on downs.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And now look at him go. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 48 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57. Mike, 57. Your track. Easy. Yeah, live. 6-6, pull it high.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it.
Here we go.
But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here's Mostert, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he stopped immediately there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. One, Omaha.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And